Good morning. Today is Wednesday, December 28th, 2022. We had a wonderful vacation with our grandchildren and our son. It was beautiful, it was restful, and I returned to you this morning refreshed and renewed. And that's important for many reasons, including a widely cited study published in 2000 where researchers found that vacationing every year reduces the overall risk of death. But a New York Times article by Alisha Gupta cites another study, and this is simply astounding, that 87% of North American workers across all areas of employment, 87% experience PVA, post-vacation anxiety. Now, a lighter version of this goes by another name, the Sunday Scaries, which refers to the dread a person feels about going back to work after having been away. Now, of course, this is worse for jobs that are high stress, where the work piles up when you are away. And I want to share with you that I suffered from this for many years, coming back from vacation, catching up on top of my regular workload. And also for me, another instance of this would be every time the first day after the high holidays or the first day after Pesach, where the work was piled up and also a month or more worth of work had been pushed off in lieu of preparing for the holidays. Plus, when the holidays are over, now we have to start all the new programs and events and activities that we announced over the holidays. And I really suffered from this. I've gotten better, though I still need to improve. But I want to share with you a few tools that work for me. And I share this partially because I really wish someone had told this to me at the beginning of my career. The first and most important tool is internal. I always feared that 2-foot-high stack of files, papers, ideas, and reminders that would face me the day I returned. I worried about it. I dreaded it. I lost sleep over it, certain it would take me forever to get through it and catch up. But over the years, I found when I started on that pile, it would go down quicker than I expected. And usually, by the first afternoon, I was caught up. And gradually, very gradually, over the years, I have been able to tell myself, I can do this. It's not so overwhelming. And gradually, more and more, I can believe myself. Another strategy I have implemented in the last few years, a more practical strategy, I set aside the first day back at work to catch up. So on my first day back, I have no appointments, no meetings, no classes, obviously unless something is urgent. So just to give you an example, I actually returned home late Monday night. I slept in Tuesday morning. I was at my desk Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. And by the time I went home last night, I was caught up. And here I am, calm, rested, and prepared to be with you this morning. Now, Of course, this does not always work for me. There are plenty of times when I've had to cut short a vacation or even cancel a vacation due to a crisis. Sometimes I have to drive home through the night and then function all day the next day, and that's hard for me. But that is the exception. Usually, this plan works well for me. One last strategy. I confess I have been very bad at this in the past, though I believe I have improved, knowing that I still have far to go. But that is to manage work while I am away. Now, my job is somewhat unique. I have emergencies, situations of life and death, where I must respond immediately where there is no one else to help. That is not so common, and my family usually is understanding. Outside of that, I try to read and respond to emails, texts, and phone calls, which significantly reduces my workload when I return, with two caveats. Number one, often when the issue is routine, my response is, I'm away, and I will respond in depth when I return. And the second caveat is, I want to emphasize, I try to do all of that when it doesn't impinge on anyone else. I usually wake up early. That's just the way I am. And I'll catch up on emails while everyone else is sleeping, or other times where it is not noticeable to anyone else. But during meals, activities, or just time together, I really try hard not to be distracted by work unless it is a true crisis. I would like to think that my wife Marcy would agree with my evaluation of myself. I'm not at all certain. Or at least agree that I have improved somewhat over the years. But I recognize I still have much work to do on myself. My friends, I want to wish you a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon in person.